cool. Not cool. Hey guys, we are here for our. We just got back from seeing The Force Awakens, which was awesome.
Yeah,
so we're gonna do a little breakdown here and kind of talk about it a little bit.
Spoiler alert! We're gonna talk about spoilers.
Yes, I'm gonna put it in the title. I told you, Luke. But yes, we're gonna do spoilers
I know.
here.
I just want to make sure because I really hate spoilers.
We're gonna talk about the plot elements and everything. So be prepared. This does have spoilers in it. So
we got it spoiled for us, me and Luke.
Okay,
yeah.
Somebody told them some of the key moments.
Well,
so.
it wasn't a key moment. It was.
It wasn't a key moment.
Yeah, it was.
It kind of was.
They told us that Kylo Ren was.
But look. Let's stop. We're not going to go there. Okay, let's first start with. We went with a group of friends that made it really extra special and really cool. So we went with like how many people? 16 of us, I think.
We had the entire back row. There was.
Yeah.
Two other people in the back row.
And I had like the best seat. I was like straight in the center at the very top. So it was like best seat.
I sat next to my mommy, my daddy, and my best friend.
Yeah, so we made it, it was kind of extra special to go with a big group, and that's going to be very memorable, I think, for everybody. So that was really cool. So let's talk about the movie. So what did you guys think overall?
It was great.
Big thumbs up. We all really enjoyed it.
8 out of 10. 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10. I didn't
8.5
really think about
out of 10.
The star rating.
I'd say 9.5 out of 10.
From a
out of 10,
scale
I'd give it a 9.
1 to 10, it would be 11.
Whoa! Yeah.
I say 9.5 out of 10.
8 and 3/4. 8 and 3/4 out of 10.
Is that your real rating?
Either 3/4 or 9.
Okay.
9 out of 10.
I give it about 9 out of 10, I guess.
Yeah.
I say 9.5
Okay, let's move on here. I got some notes here just so I can keep myself on track. So let's talk about the characters first. So I thought that, personally, the characters were... I loved Finn and Rey. They really kind of the glue of the movie, and it's kind of held the whole movie. Really, I thought they were very likable.
My two favorite characters was definitely Finn and Rey.
Yeah. So I really think they did a good job this time around with having some characters that you actually cared about and that you liked.
My two favorite characters were Chewbacca and BB-8.
Yep.
BB-8 was awesome.
Finn and Rey.
Yeah, I think so. What about you, Mama?
I like Finn and Rey. I like Poe a lot.
Yeah,
Poe
was
is my
too.
favorite from the new one.
And I really liked...
He was okay.
Oh, you didn't like Poe that much? I really liked the friendship. They were, kind of immediately were, tight with each other. Even
she smacked him with a stick when they first met.
Well, yeah, because BB-8 said that he stole the jacket because it belonged to Poe.
Yeah. So anyway, all the interactions with the main characters were just really well done, and then you got Han and Chewie coming in, and they were just great together.
Yeah,
it was just kind of very nostalgic, and I thought
at the end.
Okay, we're not there yet.
It's okay.
All right, we'll get there. So I thought the characters were very likable, very energetic, and just a great new set of fresh characters to get this, the new trilogy off on its feet. So I thought they did a great job with that. Anybody else have anything to say about the characters?
I was disappointed that Luke Skywalker was only in the final scene.
Yeah, he was only like 5 seconds more.
I was expecting some epic moment of him to come out the green lightsaber and start killing somebody, but it's fine. I mean, I'm not disappointed, but that's what I was kind of expecting.
That's what Mr. Mike said.
Well,
he was expecting.
Han Solo was really cool.
Yeah, he's
I like him when he's older better than he.
Really?
Yeah, I like him.
I like younger
better.
version.
I like older version.
I like them both the same. They're both Han.
They were both Han. Han was still Han. He was exactly the same.
I know, but he was calm.
The funny part when he took Chewie's blaster.
Okay, can I try that real quick?
So let's talk about let's go there, because I thought the humor was not only the perfect amount, it was the perfect kind of humor. It was just it wasn't
Jar Jar Binks poop humor like
So it was funny, but not like hilarious funny like it wasn't supposed to be. But the humor was just dead on. I thought it was the perfect amount of humor and the perfect type of humor.
Who's talking first? My talking first?
It was the best.
There's a lot of really funny moments, and nothing was cheesy funny. It was all just really genuine humor that I thought was really a lot of laugh out loud moments. So not so much so that it was a comedy, but just much like the first trilogy, where there were some good, funny moments between Han and
situation normal.
Yeah, like that kind of humor, and that's what it reminded me of. Just really more natural humor. So that I think they got right as well. And let's see here. So the action Any thoughts on the action scenes and the
I like
pacing
the
of the movie?
explosions.
I like dogfight scenes.
Awesome.
Dogfight?
The X-wings and the TIE fighters fighting and
That was a
stuff.
great scene.
I like the part
The
where,
both of them.
where where when they crashed in the ship and then the big sand.
Oh yeah, the sand swallowed
Yeah.
up the TIE fighter.
Oh,
That was
yeah.
kind of neat.
Yeah,
So I thought the
And it
action was, which really kind of ties into the pacing of the movie, which I thought there were never any moments where I thought, come on, let's get on with this, or this is kind of dragging. It was just, it moved the whole time.
How long was it? Because I didn't
I
feel
don't
like
even
it was
know,
very long.
but I didn't want it to end. I mean,
I didn't either.
At the end, when she was holding out the lightsaber to Luke, I was like, please don't end, please don't end, please don't end. And it ended, and I was like, no.
All I wanted to see if Finn lived. That's all I wanted.
He did.
And then I wanted to see if it ended.
Yeah.
But I did really want it to end.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes,
she had to use the
bathroom.
bathroom.
Yeah, well.
I was like,
I
Aside
used the
from having
bathroom
to
like
use the
halfway through the
bathroom.
movie because I had like a Coke that was like this.
I had
big,
a
so-
small Coke and
They don't care about what we drank.
Okay,
All right,
it's
we're not
enough.
the movie
Shh,
yet.
stop.
I thought the pacing was dead on. Again, it kept moving. I didn't. Again, there were no moments where I thought this is kind of dragging on, or let's get on with this, or this is kind of boring. It's just right from beginning to end. It was like nonstop kind of action.
I liked the beginning scenes with Rey where, you saw her scavenging the ship and then washing and getting her pay and going home. That was, it was well done because the pacing, it wasn't rushed. I felt like it was not rushed, and I liked that. You got to know a little bit about her. You got to see Finn. You felt like they were really taking their time with those two characters in particular and getting to know them really well. And
and it worked.
And it really did.
But it
And
wasn't
how
like
Finn didn't-
boring.
Right.
No, it was not boring.
And like how Finn didn't kill the
Mm-hmm.
innocent people and everything.
You just got to know the characters.
even though Finn was a stormtrooper, he still was a nice guy, and
He turned good.
and he helped that one guy get out.
That was his first mission
Yeah.
when
that
he went out.
Right. So, and also all the good old fashioned blaster action was just great. Seeing all the
guns looked like Star
gun battles and stuff was just so fun to see that again. And so let's talk about the bad guys, Kylo Ren, and
I still think he looked a little like kid. He was really young.
let's talk about Tara has a big a problem. I guess one of her
I
only
do have it.
problems.
I do. This is probably my only
So
problem.
why don't you express that?
I do not. I had a really hard time. I thought the actor who portrayed Kylo Ren was great. I thought that the writing for his character was great. I really didn't have any problems with that, but I thought I could not make him look, he just was not Han and Leia's son. Like, he did not look the part at all. And for me, it took a really long time to be accepting of that. Like, I could not wrap my brain around that was Han and Leia's son. Like, it just, I know we don't all look like our kids and our kids don't look like us, and I get that, I do. But he, to me, had such a distinctly different look that I could not buy it. And even when Han walks out on the bridge, the final scene between him and Han Solo, I just was having a real hard time buying that this was his son.
I noticed that, but it didn't bug me because you know that they hire these actors for their ability.
I know that, but to me, I had a really hard time buying it,
right.
And so it kind of made those scenes a little bit difficult for me because I was like,
he looked so different. I didn't even think that he was Han and Leia's son because they're nice and he's really mean.
Oh.
I thought that he was Darth Vader's father.
His father?
He was Darth Vader's father?
I did too for a couple minutes, but then I was like, no, that's impossible. So
No, how is it impossible?
because Darth Vader was older. You mean Kylo Ren was Darth Vader's father?
Yeah.
No, because Darth Vader's
He had to
older.
have been really, really old.
Darth Vader died when he was like 50, which
Darth
was like 30
Vader only
years before.
died because of Luke.
Yeah, but this took place 30 years after Return of the Jedi, so this is way.
Darth Vader's father would have been dead at that point.
Yeah.
Kylo
Is
Ren
he really
himself
dead
was
now?
like
Well, see,
25 years old.
But he
so-
was Darth Vader's
he?
grandson, so he is tied into Darth Vader.
Because he's evil. So.
Because
But I don't
Vader's
get it.
Leia's father.
You're right.
Luke and Leia are evil, but then Kylo Ren and Darth Vader are evil.
Right.
Well, Darth Vader
So
kind of turned.
Well,
good.
it's the dark
Darth
side.
Darth Vader
Dark
did turn good, but then he died.
Right.
All right, so let's move on here a little bit.
Well, one thing, I think the part when he took off his helmet like the first time he took off his helmet, I was like, is this the bad guy? Because he didn't look like an evil person to me.
Yeah. You know what? I will say, Bobby said he looked really young. And I think he did. That was another thing. Not just his, his look, but I get it. At this point, what are Han and Leia? They're in their 60s, allegedly, maybe, or so.
Probably.
So their child would probably.
But they had him late in life because they didn't get married until after Return of the Jedi. So.
All right, maybe I can buy it. But he just looked really
young
and not like their son.
He was like young. Like it's hard to believe that
he looks like a kid.
It's hard to believe that he's over all these people and stuff when he's like, what, 19, 20 years old or however old he is?
Well, I mean, it's based on his skill and his power.
When he very first took his helmet off, I thought he was a lady.
Okay.
Kylo Ren.
I wasn't surprised because I'd already seen a video.
I didn't know what he looked like, but
I didn't know what he looked like.
I do like that they showed his face because they unlike Darth Vader, you can get more emotion out of seeing the actor, which there wasn't a problem with Darth Vader. I mean, he was a great villain, but this is different. So I did like the fact that they are showing his face and he wasn't some like monster or something. He was just a normal person that you can kind of relate more to.
That has temper tantrums.
I kind of did like that.
That has temper tantrums with his lightsaber a lot.
I personally like Darth Vader in his spinny chair.
Oh yeah, the spinny chair. Spinny chair.
So I do like also the new take on the New Order compared to the Empire. I like the little differences of them.
The First Order?
The First Order, what did I say?
New Order.
Okay, the First Order. I like how the Stormtroopers aren't clones and they all have different personalities. That was kind of cool.
Well, they were raised from birth.
Too. Yeah, but they weren't clones, so...
Well, no, they don't have enough clones. After clones die, they can't reproduce.
I know that. I'm just telling them that I like this.
The one commander was a lady.
Yeah, what was her name? What was her name? I forgot. Fantasia or something like that? It was like...
It was not
Phantasma or something like that.
I don't think it was Disney.
Something like that. Mark my words. Check it out. Look
Hey,
it up.
Disney made it. They could have like...
Yeah, that's right. Captain Phantasma. Let's talk about Carrie Fisher. I would say that the one weak, I think, link, I guess, that it had for me was Carrie Fisher's performance. It was kind of almost a little uncomfortable at times, I thought. Yeah, it wasn't the fault of the writers or the movie. I just think she's washed up as an actress, and she just had a hard time. She's kind of wacky. I mean, if you watch her during interviews and stuff, I mean, she's loopy. So I think
Carrie Fisher is awesome.
Okay, I'm not saying she's not awesome. I just think for me, I don't think her acting was that great. She seemed a little stiff and a little kind of wooden.
She's 60 years old.
She's older than 60.
All right, sorry for the edit. We ran out of data again. So. Yeah. So anyway, we were talking about
Carrie Fisher.
Carrie Fisher. We're done with Carrie Fisher. We've
She's
said
cool.
We said all we can about her. So let's move on. Yeah, we're talking about Han Solo getting killed by Kylo Ren. So Anna didn't like that, right?
His own son.
His own son.
So how do you guys like the fact that Kylo Ren, the big reveal that he was Han Solo and Leia's son?
Somebody already spoiled it for me, so
So I like this thread again, that all these movies are tied into this one family. I like that. I like that. It's always been part of the Star Wars franchise that this family line has this special strong force. And
it was like Darth Vader.
They're kind of getting broken apart from light and dark, and they're kind of the main characters. That.
But who's Darth Vader's dad?
They didn't have one.
Yeah.
How is he?
At least that's according to that Phantom Menace nonsense.
Well, then
how does he not have a dad?
Exactly.
He's supposed to be baby Jesus or something?
Well,
that's what they were paralleling.
That's the parallel, yeah.
So he was baby Jesus.
He was apparently, according to the Phantom Menace, the Force conceived him.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like the Holy Spirit.
So he's a ghost?
I guess.
No, he's not a ghost.
It makes no sense. So I never
weird.
liked that. I don't think that's how it was originally supposed to be. I think that was added later, but who knows? We don't know.
So he technically didn't have a father.
Technically, yeah.
In the movies, yeah, no.
But he had a mother who had a father and mother.
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember he went and saved or tried to save her and she died.
How was he
anyway.
born without a father?
Right, that's the thing.
That's the thing. It's impossible.
So anyway, I do like that they're keeping it the same theme of the same family that is kind of, the Force is kind of struggling or dividing with this one family kind of at the core of it. So I did like that they're kind of keeping it that way. That now Kylo Ren And it looks like Rey is going to be Luke's daughter, I guess. So they're cousins, and they are the new.
They're not cousins if she's his daughter.
If she's Luke's daughter,
she might be Luke's
because
daughter.
Luke is Leia's brother, and Leia
so Rey and Kylo Ren would be cousins.
Right.
Maybe we don't know yet.
Oh,
but
nobody knows.
Rey and Kylo Ren.
Who would the mother be though? The Force?
No.
That'd be dumb, but
that I know that's the point.
So that's pretty much all the plot's elements I guess we could really discuss. I thought overall it was fantastic. I enjoyed the entire time. I was emotional. I was laughing. I was entertained. I was on the edge of my seat the whole time. The kids loved it. It was just what I wanted it to be. It was to me it was the perfect.
Did you think that there were any weird parts like Jar Jar Binks or anything?
No, nothing like that.
Like when I first saw the trailer, I thought BB-8 looked kind of weird, but as I accepted it, I kind of started to like him a lot.
I love BB-8. I thought he was great. It was kind of the new R2. I really thought they did a great job with the design and the sounds that he made, and somehow they managed to pull off kind of a character out of two little balls. So they really did a good job with that. I thought that he was a great droid.
R2 was a character.
Yeah, they did a good job with him too. Absolutely.
He's a BB something. I don't know.
Droid.
BB droid.
Yeah.
And he's the shape of an 8, so it's BB-8.
Yep, that's what I think they got there.
Yeah, and that one lady looked kind of weird though.
Oh, Naz Canal, whatever, with the big eyes, yeah.
That lady's awesome.
She's like the new Yoda.
She's like the new Yoda character, the wise, old, 1,000-year-old character, yeah. I think she was kind of
Yoda was not 1,000 years old.
Well, you know what I mean, old.
Is that character, is the Overlord actually giant, or is that
I don't
the
know.
hologram?
I don't know if that's just
I'm pretty sure it's the hologram.
Probably, but he could be a giant, who knows? I mean, I've never seen a giant.
With a giant lightsaber.
How does he wield a lightsaber? He's like...
He might not. The Emperor never had a lightsaber. Well, at least not in the original trilogy. He did in the prequels, but
wasn't in the prequels.
We don't count those.
True. All right, guys, that's it. Anything else, Lukey, or anybody else? Want to bring anything else up? We had a great time at the theater today.
Yeah.
It was great too. I think hopefully this is going to be a memorable moment. I remember as a kid, seeing Return of the Jedi and Empire Strikes Back in the theater vividly. I never saw the first one. I was too young. But I do have vivid memories of seeing those in the theater with my family. So maybe this will stand out to them as well. It was a big event. It was kind of planned out for a long time. We bought our tickets ahead of time. We went with a big group. And it was a great movie. So it's going to be...
the whole back row.
We already mentioned that. We had the whole back row. So it was a big party.
And I got the best part. I mean, I got the best seat.
No, I did. I was straight in the center, overlooking I could see the entire screen.
I got the best seat because I was next to Mama.
And I was next to my bestest friend and my mama.
So anyway, it was great. We hope you guys like it as well. But please, I'm sure you guys are going to fill the comment section with your opinions on it. There was a lot of negative buzz on Twitter. Not a lot, but a little bit. Some people were complaining that it was too much like A New Hope. I didn't get that at all. I mean, I thought...
There were all the parallels. I mean, there was...
But that's what I think we wanted. At least that's what I was wanting.
Liked that.
I wanted to... And some people said they went too far with that. They made too many nods to A New Hope, and it was too...
Like the Yoda and the lady.
I guess, and the desert, and the Death Star kind of thing, which I can kind of see their point. But, I thought about the whole Star Killer, whatever it's called, the big Death Star thing. And in order to be a threat in a giant universe, you have to have something that is that big, because...
I like how in the first one, the Death Star, it was the first one, the Death Star, and then in the second one, they rebuilt the Death Star, because, you have to have a giant weapon. But in this one, I like how they didn't just make a third Death Star, they intertwined it with the planet, and made it humongous, and
now, some people
made it drain things from the sun instead of just...
Right. Now, some people were complaining, or, just kind of saying it's almost the same thing, and it's the same thing rehashed, but, again, what else are you going to do? You got this powerful army that has to threaten, or be a threat to not just, a country or a planet, but multiple planets in a galaxy.
You can do what they did with the Clone Wars. They have the TV show. They had a gigantic ship, and they just had a big... It was like the ship was like the size of
I didn't have a problem that they had a new planet-killing machine. I mean, it's kind of the main way to threaten the universe or the galaxy is to be able to blow up planets, so it kind of makes sense.
I think the scene where they blow it up is a little... It was a little short to me, how in the Death Star, it was like 25 or 30 minutes long. It was a little short. They just went in, blew up the things, and flew out.
I kind of see what you're saying.
But they had to make room for the...
Yeah, I mean, the movie, they couldn't stretch it out too much further, but yeah, I see what you're saying. It was a little... But, you know, of course, in the A New Hope, that was a big, epic chunk of the end of the movie was a Death Star battle, and this was a little bit different. The story was a little bit different, so they didn't want to spend all that time on just blowing up the whatever you call it, the Star Killer. Is that what it's called? The Star Killer?
I don't remember.
Star Destroyer?
I don't think that's what it's called.
Whatever.
The Death Star
I know what people are saying about all of the... I kind of get what they're saying. There were a lot of parallels, a lot of nods back to the original. But I felt like that was good because, you know, I don't know. I just, that was part of what made it so good.
And to me, it was enough new stuff and fresh stuff. I mean, it was different. I mean, the stormtroopers now, they weren't clones. You got to see their faces. It was a whole different feel, and it wasn't the same story.
Did you see the new stormtrooper suits? They were pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, so yes, there were some parallels, but that's what I think a lot of us wanted. So I don't think he went too far. I think it was just the perfect balance of new stuff and also old stuff that kind of, you know, pulled out our nostalgia and all that kind of stuff. So I had no problem with that, but I kind of see what people are saying, and that's fine. They can have their opinions on that.
Saying that?
What? I think we're going to end it with that. So,
okay, then.
Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time. Bye. May the force be with you.